Oh, hi. If all five of you are still.
Ubiest of the tubiest, the best YouTube subscribers on the planet. That's you. And I'm 50 plus, and welcome to the pilot episode of the Blue Knights Table. I'm extremely excited for this day. Guys, it has been a journey, but we made it. The first episode. So I want to first introduce you to my student.
What's going on, 50?
They tricked me, man. They made me think I was getting Floyd Mayweather. I thought I was getting a millionaire. I was gonna get a loan or two, but that's okay. It's been real. I also want to introduce you guys to the theme of the show, our Blue Night. So this episode is so that we can let you know what we're going to be doing moving forward, which way the channel is going to go. You got to forgive me a little bit. It's been well over a year in the making of this show, so I'm a little bit excited. I may be a little bit jittery, but we're going to get through it. We're going to have a little fun in the meantime, okay? So before we get started, you ready to get your drink on?
Yes, sir.
Let's get a drink on. All right. So today we're going to drink some Heineken. We're going to try some Heineken. And this is, believe it or not, zero alcohol. Now, I do not consume alcohol. I don't do that. That's not my thing. And we definitely don't do it driving trucks either. But there are some very nice beverages that are not alcoholic beverages. And if you have one, by the way, that you want me to try on the show, all you have to do is subscribe, comment, and then put in the comments the drink that you would like for me to try on the show. That's non-alcoholic, unless it's a wine or something. Okay, I don't do that real stuff. Okay, and I will send you one of these night mugs. Okay, you can also find those on medievalcollectibles.com, and not all of them are actual drinkware, but the ones that are, you need to do that. Here we go, brother. Cheers to the night. It's good stuff, man. See, he got a little bit of disappointment in his eyes. I can tell. He thought it was gonna be a little. Yeah, no, he ain't. Yeah, get no alcohol around me. That's a high roll. But we only gonna have some fun stuff to drink. Okay, one more time. All right. So, have you enjoyed yourself so far?
Yeah, man, it's been cool.
Yeah.
Good experience so far. Man.
Good. So listen, what we're gonna do on the show is the goal is to give you guys as much information as you can before you come even into this industry, if you decide you want to become a truck driver. So we're going to give a lot of information, truthful stuff, so you don't have to sift through the bull like you have to do on a whole lot of other stuff. And listen, I don't bash anybody else. A lot of channels are way more successful than I am because they do talk a lot of bull. But listen, you're going to get the real deal from me. And that's what this show is about, okay? This is a flatbed show, so you're going to learn a lot about flatbedding, okay? What we do on this show is a summing up the week of the previous week. However, we're going to do a pre-show weekend because this is actually a pilot, not the first episode. So week 2, we do backing, right? So what we would do is all week we would do backing practice, and you guys would watch it through the week, right? And then we would come here, and then we would talk about it, and and we'll talk about some of the tough spots, some of the things that you thought was hard that really wasn't, But it wasn't hard for you at all, right? No, man. You know why? You had a little bit of experience when you got here, so he made my job pretty easy, right? Yeah, okay. We're going to tackle a lot of subjects as well. We're going to talk about some issues that plagues not just flatbed guys, but anybody who drives these big trucks, like close quarter maneuvering. So a lot of people think the most dangerous thing you can do is drive a big rig up the road, right? But it's not. Okay. Actually, the most dangerous thing that we can do is change lanes. Changing lanes, man, because we're changing lanes at highway speeds. Okay, but the most accidents are not at highway speeds. They're at a truck stop at very, very slow speeds, close quarter stuff. They happen when you're pulling into a spot, backing into a spot, and you misjudge it, and you end up tearing up the front end on the truck next to you. If you do it, if you are really good, you can back into a spot and hit two trucks. If you're really good, you can hit the water on the driver's side and the passenger side. Okay, yeah, I've seen it. So yeah, it can happen. So there's a good way and a bad way to do it. There's a right way and a wrong way to do it. There's a lot of right ways to do it. And if you're not successful, that way was the wrong way. All right. If you got in there and you didn't hit anything, that's the right way. All right. So we're going to talk a little bit about those type of situations. We'll discuss DOT clocks. I mean, we have a plethora of stuff. We will never run out of content and things to talk about on this show. But the main thing is to let you guys know what the standards are here at Melton, and why things are done the way they're done, and how we can improve on some stuff like that. And if you're new, you're thinking about coming here, you can always comment. You can always reach out to me. And this show is live, of course. I mean, I'm telling you that for you already know that, right? You can always comment. Once the show gets kicked off in the actual episodes, then there'll be some moderators in there to help answer questions that we don't answer, okay, live here on the show. Eventually, we're going to go to a call-in as well. But I believe we're going to be able to be more interactive with you guys and get you guys the content that you need, okay? Like, preparing to go to orientation and stuff like that. Let's talk about that for a minute. Well, how did that work out for you, your orientation process? Did somebody let you know what to bring and what to pack, stuff like that?
Yeah, my recruiter let me know. Send me an email, everything that I'll need for the most part. Pants, not too many sweats, shorts, protective pants, jeans, stuff, all weather conditions for after the orientation. We go out with the trainer, and money for food. And they also told us that they would provide food, lunch for us, but we would have to buy ourselves dinner.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, how was the lunches at Melton? What do you think?
I mean, you gotta be grateful. It's food. They give you, they're feeding about 30-something people in a class, so you can't be too picky.
And you had a small class if it was only 30 people.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it started with like 40.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
And we ended up being 28, like
Yeah.
20-something.
Yeah.
But
That's because they're not drinking non-alcoholic beverages. Yeah, they're thinking, well, I took a DOT test before I left, so I guess I can smoke a crack rock before I go to the orientation. And it just don't turn out well when that happens, right?
Yeah. A lot of people a few people got sent off for drugs.
Yeah, they reach out to me and they go, hey, man, does Melton do a hair follicle? And I'm like, dude, if you have to ask me if they do a hair follicle, you are not ready to come out here. That's just the bottom line. Because even if you can get past the DOT drug test, you still got to get past the habit.
You gotta get past the habit. You gotta
Yes,
get up.
right.
So you can just go back to what you passed.
Right.
So it's a lot of random. So
yes,
get ready to change your life. Get the truck in.
Yeah, and hopefully it's for the better,
Yeah.
So when you let me ask you this. What made you decide to get into trucking? What were you doing before you got into this?
I was driving a box truck. I was about 20-something feet. I forgot how long I used a box truck. So
Mm-hmm.
I was working with landscaping company. It was a plant company where I delivered plants and trees and stuff to landscapers.
Mm-hmm.
So I was driving a truck all over Georgia anyway. So I said, I drive all day anyway. I might as well get a trucking job.
Right,
That pays
right.
some more, that pays.
Make some better
Make
money.
some money. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Get a career out of it.
that's the key right there. I was going to say that. The money is sustainable up front. Okay, and when you first get going, a lot of people gonna tell you, "Oh man, you can get in this. You're gonna make, $100,000 and all this kind of stuff." And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's there. It happens. That may be true, but it's not gonna happen until you fresh out the box. Okay, you're gonna have to put in some work. All right, you got to put in some time. You're gonna have to get familiar with what it's like to survive on a truck. And yeah, so it does take a little while, but you will get there. You will make some very good money, but it doesn't happen right off jump. So if anybody, a recruiter, I don't care if it's a recruiter from Melton, if they call you and tell you fix to make $100,000 first year, you about already have 5 years experience. You better have 5 years, but you're gonna need a couple of years, okay? You might do somewhere between 50, 60 the first year, and then it might jump up between 70 and 80 the second year, but by that third year, if you fall below $100,000, you and I need to talk. We need to talk, and by then the job is fairly easy. What do you think about the job so far?
Driving trucks or flatbed?
So there's some work involved with flatbed. Okay, there's some work involved.
Really different.
Yeah, it is. It is. Now, there's work. Okay, but is the work hard? What do you think?
It's not hard work. It's just work.
That's right.
It's work.
That's it, and that's the problem. A lot of guys come in, they go, "Oh man, it's a lot of hard work." Even you may even hear, some people talking to you about coming, and they may come to your school or whatnot, and they may mention, "Oh yeah, this is hard work." And let me tell you something. A lot of people like to say that their job is hard because they want to, pat themselves on the back because they're doing it. But I'm telling you what the truth is. The truth is, this ain't hard. This ain't hard. People call me all the time. They say, "Oh, the tarps, man, those 100-pound tarps, man." So that's a lot. Look, so we tarped a tall load, right?
Yeah.
And did you pick those tarps up?
Nope. You got to pick them up about. The further you pick a tarp up, I guess, is probably right here.
Yep, about your chest. That's it. That's it. If a tarp got to go on top of a load, the forklift gonna pick it up, put it up there. All you gotta do is climb up there and roll them out. Yeah. This job is not hard, but it is work, and that's where folks get into trouble. They get out here and they go, "Man, I'm finna just ride around, make some money, look pretty."
If you want to do that, you can do that with driving.
You ain't gonna do it flatbed, and you're not going to. You're not going to be a little tubby and then come in the flatbed and get less tubby. That's not how this works. That's not how this works, because the work isn't like that. You're not going to expend so much energy that you're going to start just dropping all kinds of weight. That's not how this works. No. You're going to have physical labor far less than you're spending sitting behind that seat eating snacks and driving 2,000 miles. Yeah, you're gonna spend a couple of hours in the week securing the load, and then all the rest of it driving, eating, and sleeping. That's it. So it's not a difficult job. However, you got to be ready for some physical labor, right? We're gonna show you a little bit of that while we're doing this throughout the week. I'll show you start showing the physical labor. Up to now, they got a lot of talking. They got a lot of my mouth. Well, y'all ought to be happy with my mouth, though. I talk a lot of trash. I'm interested. Hey, yo, you got to be all right with that. But just maybe for those who get sick of listening to me talk, we're gonna show you some extra stuff too, like the proper way to secure things and. Scaling, all that good stuff. It's not too bad, right?
No,
You ready for about 20 more? You only 30, so you got at least 32. That gives you at least 33, 34 years of this.
I take care of myself.
There is no doubt we have drivers here, and I know it for a fact. Okay, so there's drivers here at Melton with 3 million miles, which means on average they're going to take between 9 and 10 years to get, and that's not, by the way, this is not their career miles. I'm talking about
It's just with Melton.
just with Melton. So that means they have been with Melton for roughly 30 years. They've done flatbed 30 years. Flatbed. Climb on top of loads and all that kind of stuff for 30 years. You know? Yeah. You can handle it. You ready?
Yeah, for sure.
So on your journey to become a truck driver, somewhere along the way you said, I think I want to do it to myself. I think I want to do, yeah. What made that decision?
Well, I would say money first, and then as it someone pays more on paper. I did need some work. I think like driving could get a little boring. You know, you literally just driving, you connect that truck, open that door, slam that door, disconnect that truck, go get the other trailer. You know what I mean? So it's I needed a little more work. I needed because I'm used to manual labor jobs. So I also was one that thought that if I do it, it'll help me work out a little more. And that workout is, you know, it is a workout and when you're doing it, but it don't last that long.
Yeah.
You don't do it that many times a week.
No, it's a job, not a gym.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and so if you weren't, you know, getting in the gym every day, you know, before you come here, I'm sorry, it's just it ain't happening for you. Okay, you're not gonna just come here and all of a sudden, you know, become, you know, this jacked up dude, man. You know, unless you drinking that stuff at the counter at truck stop, you may be jacked up, but it ain't gonna be this type. You know, yeah, you know. So this week we did some backing. You know, you've been doing. I think you've done all the backing, right? Yeah, I've done very, very little.
Oh yeah. As far yeah, I
Yeah.
was saying like that's what I done blind side now. But yeah, all the backing we've done, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you've been doing this, and but again, so you came with a little bit of experience, right? And so, I mean, you also did you drive with another company as well?
Yeah, Snyder.
Yeah, so you got some articulating vehicle miles before you come over. All right, so you know, I mean, and it shows because you were able to throw it in there pretty good, back it in pretty good. Okay, and so zero alcohol, Nathan. Yes, zero alcohol. I don't drink alcohol. Bro. Hey, by the way, hey, he's been around for a while. Nathan Hollis. He's one of my original Ubeists. Cheers to you, brother. I appreciate you hanging around for me.
50 didn't tell me it was zero alcohol before he gave it to me.
That's right.
Yeah, I should have read the bottle first.
Smith Trucking, what's going on, brother? I appreciate you hanging in there with me. Hope and guys, I see you guys hitting that thumbs up button. I really appreciate this. We're gonna have some fun with this, and some of you guys who's been hanging around for a while, sounds like the mic is off. I hope it's not. What do you think about that, Producer Breezy?
I can hear both of y'all clearly.
Okay, good deal. All right, so you guys let me know if you come up with any if you find any issues with the video on y'all's end, mics or sound or anything. Let me know. Okay. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. Okay. So as far as backing is concerned, you know, I'm pretty much a stickler on that on that driver's side mirror, right?
Oh yeah. So this is the only time the trainer that I've seen block the whole passenger mirror. So he won't let you look out the passenger mirror while you're backing up.
Mm-hmm.
You got to keep your eyes on that driver's side and keep that that back tandem on closer to the line on your left side.
Yep.
And I mean, it works.
Yeah.
It's just tough not looking at that.
It is. It is. You know, the goal in backing with that using the trailer light, that little red light at the ass of the trailer, as your point of aim. What it's going to do is, if you can learn to keep that light a foot or so inside that line, nothing on the right side is going to get touched. I mean, it can't. It's outside, unless it's in that box with you. You see, and so for the most part, throughout the back maneuver, the passenger side mirror is unusable for the act of backing. It's usable if you think somebody could be, getting in your way. If you want somebody to, crawl under your tandems or something like that, yeah. But to actually get you in the box, that mirror is not very useful until you're about 60% in the box. Okay, and then the tractor's coming around, so that mirror becomes a little bit more useful. But in the interim, it's nothing. You can't do anything with that. You see, that's why I try to get you to realize that. And by the time you're done, you're like, man, yeah, I get it now. You can do 95% of your back with that driver mirror. Mm-hmm. We're gonna go into the trucks in a little bit, and when we get to the trucks, we're gonna do some parking, and we're gonna see how if that theory works. All you gotta do is turn that mirror off over there. That's all. So we got you see the drive-in is more so than reefer. Do you think someone had more miles than flatbed? So, do I think you're going to get more miles with drive-in, reefer, or flatbed? Okay, I mean, he knows I did them all. Okay, and I think the miles itself is the same. I mean, you can get some long miles with drive-in. You can get some long miles with flatbed as well. Okay, the real deal with the two is that with the separation of three, drive-in has the least amount of actual manual labor. When I drove drive-in, the most I had to do were two things: slide tandems and sweep out that trailer. And I had a little blower that blowed the trailer out whenever I needed to clean the trailer, and that wasn't very often, to be quite honest with you.
You do switch. You switch more trailers with drive-in than flatbed for sure.
Yes.
We had the same flatbed for like a week.
Yep. That's right. That's right. A lot more dropping hooks with the other trailers. Okay. And when I did reefer, I kind of cheated when I did reefer, because I did a Costco dedicated account, and I didn't have like meat loads where you would have to go do trailer washouts and stuff like that. I didn't. The whole time I did reefer, I never had to do a trailer washout, but those loads are heavy, by the way. Okay, reefer loads can be up there, bro. I mean, you can get pretty hot, and so it's not other than sliding the tandems. You don't do much other than drive the truck. Okay. Here comes the difference. Okay, you can drive 2,500 miles with a drive-in, and you're gonna stop and you might look at the tires, make sure your light stuff good, okay. But with a flatbed, man, you stopping more frequent because you got to do load check, tire checks. You got to make sure you physically need to stand behind the load and look at it. I have taken pictures of a load and then driven that load 150 miles, stop and get out and take another picture of it, then compare it to. I'm not making sure that my eyes do not deceive me that if this load is shifting or not. Okay, there is a lot more going on when you're doing flatbed. If you secure it right, you're going to be okay. But you still got to get out, check your straps. Or if you got chains, you may have to tighten the chain or reposition something. Those things do not happen in drive-in or refrigerated trucks unless you have a load shift in either one of those. But even if you do, there's not a whole lot you can do about it because those things are loaded on pallets with forklifts, and it's not going to fall off the drive-in. So you're going to get it the way you're going, and they just going to have to fight it, getting it on and off. That's kind of how that works. So as far as the money is concerned, if you think that which one pays more, drive-in or refrigerated or flatbed, man.
Company,
well, it just kind of depends on how you weigh the money versus the job, man, the labor part of it. Because if you start thinking about it, how much you get paid as a flatbed driver, and versus the amount of work you're gonna have to do, that pay needs to be significantly higher than a drive-in or a refrigerated guy to offset for all of the extra work you're doing. Okay. For instance, if you was let's say you were a drive-in guy, but you worked on a dedicated account for Dollar General or Dollar Tree or something like that. Those guys do what's called touch freight. Okay, and so not only do they get paid for the miles they drive, but they also get paid to get out there and unload the truck. And I don't want to do no touch freight, but we touch freight every time we strap a load. It's that maybe not the same thing, but I equate securing and strapping a load about like touch freight, unloading a drive-in or a reefer trailer. You see. But your pay to secure a load is included with your mileage pay. You follow me? But with a drive-in, you get paid with those stops every time you get out and start touching that freight, And in some cases, when the truck stops, the hourly clock starts. Okay, so let's say you stop at a stop where you're going to unload some freight. When you pop that brake, now the hourly clock kicks in. So you can unload that truck. You can be paid by the hour to get that truck unloaded. If you go to a shipper, you pop that brake, arrived, and then you're waiting to be unloaded or waiting, to get for your turn to get either loaded or unloaded, the hour clock starts ticking. So it kind of depends on a lot of things. But if you just go down to brass tacks, man,
I haven't even. I never done a touch freight, but I was wondering how that worked actually when they stop and unload.
Yeah, man. I mean, they most of those are paid by the stop. And I don't know. The amount they're getting paid is it varies. I guess it depends on the contract or that account. But when they asked me to get on I think it was a Dollar Tree or something like that at the previous company I was with, I was like, touch freight? No. I was GQ trucker then. I wasn't trying to. I wasn't trying to sweat in between loads. You kidding me? No. I just want to drive, and I want to drop off the load and swing them doors open, and then the truck doing this while I'm in the back half sleeping. Yeah, and then somebody come bang on the cab. What? Were you done? Good. Then I pull up a few feet, close the doors, slide the tandems all the way forward, and go to the next one. But that's kind of how it is. So you got to make sense. Hey, another driver just turned 50. Hey, another thing real quick before we go to phase 2 of the show. Listen, I also get a lot of guys, man, that talk to me about, hey, man, I'm 50-ish, and they think that it's late to get into this. This is one industry I will tell you that you can, you could have a pretty, you got some question to answer when you get up there in your past, you know what I mean? And trucking still gonna forgive you. They still give you a job, still give you a place, you know what I mean? As long as you can do it. And that, that's one super duper plus. The next super duper plus is when we get a little older and we change into a new career, a lot of employers will gauge our capabilities as the older guys against, maybe even yourself, right? And that you may be a lot more computer literate, more engaged in today's market, so to speak, social media and stuff like that, than someone with, a little bit longer in the tooth, so to speak. However, if you 50 plus years old, you got some value in this industry. You know why? Because we have a different work ethic than a lot of these younger guys, okay? Now, I'm not saying that their work ethic is, less. I'm just saying it's different, okay? And we're subject to get up in the morning and go to work. We're not going to lay in the bed, because we done spend all night, on Call of Duty or whatever. I ain't saying everybody do that. Don't be starting on that crazy. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying everybody got a value, And sometimes guys who's a little bit long in the tooth begin to doubt whether or not they can chase this dream. And I'm telling you, come on, because it's not a problem. It's not a problem at all. You can get it. So listen, we're not going to go super long today. I can ramble. I can do this here. I can do it. But what we're going to do now is go to phase 2 of the show, and we're basically going to go get in the trucks, and we're going to demonstrate some backing. You going to do that? Sounds like a plan. All right, producer Breezy, send us off. We're going to see y'all in just a few minutes. We're going to see y'all when we come back. We're going to be in the trucks. Hey, everybody, listen, I don't want to use a whole lot of your time. I'm about to do some dry begging, and I want you guys to just hear me out, okay? I really need your help. If you could, hit that thumbs up button. I really appreciate that. I need that, okay? Over to the corner there is a subscribe button. Click that subscribe button, okay? There's going to be a notification bell. Turn it on. Now, if you guys follow me, then you already know this is true. I don't upload every single day just so that I can, get the content out there, no matter how good it is, okay? I only upload when I have something good to say, all right? It's going to be useful information. So don't think that I'm going to blow your inbox up if you turn that notification bell on. I really appreciate that. It's a big deal for us. It helps YouTube know that old 50 here is doing a good thing, and you appreciate it, and then I appreciate it, okay? Next thing is, if you guys are thinking about coming to Melton, I have a link down below. If you click that link, 050 is going to get a little kickback for it. And there's no hiding it, but I need it. It helps this channel. You'd be surprised how much it costs to produce this type of content, all right? And so it doesn't cost you anything, but it does help me, okay? And if you're sitting in class right now and, you meant to do it, but you didn't, let someone in recruiting know, and let me know, and I'll help you get in contact with the right person. I get so many people that walk up to me and they say, "Hey, 50, I'm so glad to meet you, and I'm glad to meet you guys as well." And then they'll say, "You are the reason I'm at Melton." And I'm thinking, I wish I'd have known that, when you got started, because then I could have let the recruiting department know these things are important to us. They help me. They let them know how important my content is as well. So please, guys, help me out. You can also inbox me, okay? Once you speak with your recruiter, send me an email. Say, "Hey, 50, give me your name. Let me know that you talked to a recruiter." You can even involve your recruiter's name, which also helps. And then I can track the progress of your application. And hopefully I get to meet you in the orientation. So I hope I'm not taking too much of your time, but I really appreciate it if you guys could do that thumbs up for me. Let me know if I can help you, answer any questions, whatever you need. But if you're going to come to Melton and you use my referral code, I really appreciate it. SMATE. Thank you, and let's get back to the show. All right, UBS, we are in the trucks right now. So what we're going to do during this phase of the show is we're going to basically demonstrate exactly what we have worked on all week long. And this part of the show is really more interactive than some may think. We can demonstrate proper lane changes, right turns, left turns, all of it. Okay. I say all of it, the very vast majority of things that are challenges to a driver, okay? And so to make this one short, what we're going to do is you guys are going to see my student here in just a few minutes. He'll be passing us up, and what he's going to do is he's going to back right in that spot there, okay? So we're going to see him pulling up here in his truck here in just a minute. As you can see, we're at the Petro. We're actually in San Antonio, so some of you guys already know this. So we're on 10, and that's the Petro. And so back there is the TA, okay, and that right there is interstate. So they know exactly what truck stop I'm at. It's amazing how real this thing is. So he should be pulling around here shortly, and he'll be there. He is. If you don't run over that Dole truck, we'll see him pulling in. So if he can get in here, well, there he is. Here I am. See me? There you go. So you're gonna go ahead and why don't you do this? Go ahead and get yourself in position.
Okay.
To make your back, okay? And so
Around real quick.
yeah, you wanna circle around. You just want to pivot over. However you want to do it, we good. Because right now, the distance you are away from me is going to be your issue, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, right. That's right. And again, this is our pilot show. Eventually, you'll see the Melton logos on the truck and all that good stuff. But we're just going through the motions today, and just kind of getting it out there, testing the waters, and then I want you guys to kind of let me know what you think. If there's some things I can do that you might want to see. But
Oh, these trucks always coming through here right where you be.
yep, that's how they roll, big dog.
Throwing me
Just
off.
cut hard on over here. You got him. The rest of them can just wait. All right, so here he comes. He's going to get set up. Now, one thing that we want to do is make sure that trailer's over here with us. So let's go ahead on and pull. Go ahead on, pull forward and get that trailer straight behind you. It's going to be the best bet. Right now, you're a little bit crooked, and that crooked trailer will be the same thing as if you was out in the street. So yeah, just go ahead on and back it back up. So let's go ahead and get past me, and then we'll talk through the procedure of the back. Let's go ahead on and keep it going. Go ahead and go past me, and then pull forward for your. All right, there you go. So now, to be honest with you, I don't care which one of those 3 spots you get in. I just want you to be deliberate of getting in either one you want. Okay.
All right.
And once you get set up, then I'm gonna give the audience a different view. So which one do you want?
I'm gonna go right next to you.
All right. So just stop right there before you take off. Now what are you looking? What are you looking at?
First my tires being aligned
Yeah.
right here to that one by you, that line.
Yep.
My first tandems, and I'm keeping my shoulder in the middle of this second lane here.
All right. And so if we get out and take a look at that, see where those drives are in respect to the line that is on my driver's side.
I'm a little further ahead.
But that's fine. That's fine. You're still good. Okay. But using those drive axles, why don't you back up for me just a smidgen? And what we want to do is look at that forward set of drives. All right there is good. So that forward set of drives, if you can get that forward set of drives where the yellow line that's on the driver's side of the truck you're trying to get in, and that yellow line would like drive right through your hub, that's a good position to be in. Okay. And the reason I say that is because a lot of people won't tell you the shoulder chest method, meaning your shoulder at the chest of the driver is, if there was a truck parked next to me, the shoulder of that, the chest of that driver, if he was sitting in the driver's seat of that empty spot, right? If you can follow what I'm saying. Your shoulder, like that guy's shoulder would be right at the chest of a guy who was sitting in that, parked in that lane. Okay. That theory works when the lines, or the width, of the lanes are the same, but they're not. If the lanes are thinner, narrower, then your setup will be a little bit. You have to be a little bit more jackknifey. Okay. With this method, using that forward trailer, tractor drive, the forward drive axle, and that yellow line going through the hub of that axle, puts that truck in the same position every single time. Why? Because the distance between that axle and the front of the trailer, the steers, and that axle and the trailer tandems don't ever change. So it doesn't matter. When you start doing your maneuver, it's going to be the same maneuver because the truck's the same. The only difference is going to be what's on the trailer. Okay, so if I have a light load, then there's zero difference. It's just if you was empty. But if I got a 48,000 pound coil sitting in the center of that trailer, the trailer is going to behave a lot different. Okay, so what I'm talking about is relatively speaking. Okay, so there's always going to be a scenario where on flatbed, yet again on flatbed, because we have spreads, the weight plays a tremendous difference in the maneuverability of. There you go. I know I rambled too long, didn't I? Okay, so I need to shut up, and we'll we'll learn more later. Go ahead on and back up and let. Yeah, you can blow at him. He ain't gonna care. See that? That's one of them all-field dirt trucks. He you know, he don't know how to drive no way. He trying to drive 100 miles an hour, get him about 20 loads before he go home. Then he gonna drive right in front of you. So
know.
Yeah, you know how you do. He ain't gonna just let you cheat. Let's see. Look at him. See, dirty dog. This way, he need to go on and get done. Go home for the day. So once he gets back in position, we're just gonna let him do his back. All right. Hopefully, Mr. Dirt Truck will go ahead and move. If he don't, I'm gonna. Right there you go. I was gonna start my truck up, run out there, and run into him. All right, that ought to be good. You can just run right past him now. You can go past him. All right, so he's going to get set up again. Now, this again is the pilot episode. So what you're seeing is me. You're basically me. All right, and I can get in my truck like this, and then you can see him. That looks just like him too. All right, so. What you don't see is that he can look out of his window and he can look at his drive. See that drive back there? And he can see that line right there pointing at his drive. So he knows what's going on. But in future episodes, you all will be able to get in his truck and ride with him as well. So we can just switch trucks back and forth. Isn't that lovely? All right, so this is his view. He's in his truck and he's using his mirrors, okay? But we are going to cheat and sit here and watch him do it. All right, brother.
All right.
Let's see you do your setup.
This is the 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock setup there.
Yep, and he can use his mirrors. He can see the landing gears in his mirrors, so he knows, when he's there. All right. So now let's go ahead on and get cranking.
I don't think I went up further enough. I can fix it.
You can fix it. Go ahead, and then I'll take a turn, and then show you a different way to set yourself up. I always finish on the driver's side. So keep going forward. I want you to keep going forward, but I want you to be able to look at the ass of that trailer. So turn where you can see the ass of that trailer. The other way really hard. Keep going. You're going to have to back up, but...
Yeah, I'm going to back up.
Yeah. I want you to finish with the tractor on the good side, okay? Just crank it really hard. Okay, see that angle you're in right now?
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you do a maneuver, I want you to finish that way, just like that. I want you to finish where you can see the ass of your trailer. But go ahead on and keep going and put yourself in there. Don't wait too late. You're waiting too late. You're waiting too late. Yeah, all right, stop right there. We went a little bit beyond it. Let's go ahead on and do a pull forward a little bit. Crank really hard. Fix it. That's good. That's good. You don't want to go too far. Just turn your wheel and fix it. Is that a Jordan truck finna run into you? Nah, he pulling a reefer. There you go. Go ahead and get yourself in NAR. You don't get yourself in NAR. He blowing at you. He blowing his horn at you. Yeah. He must have to go boo boo. He trying to hurry up and park. You look at him. He can't wait. He can't even wait for you to finish. Look at him. Look at him. All right. Not bad at all. It's not bad at all. I don't know if I can do much better, but we're gonna try it before let me try and see if I can back into a spot. Maybe I can, maybe I can't, you know. I mean, if I can, I probably need to try a little something different. How we looking? All right. We'll talk about close quarter maneuvering and getting in and out of parking spots in another episode. Alright, we're gonna go around here and do it again. I hope that truck that he's behind me, so let's say I hope that truck that played bumper trucks with me just a second ago won't be still parked over there. Alright. Nope, he's not down there. Good. Alright. So let's get set up here and get in one of these spots here. All right, so if I'm gonna, it doesn't matter which one I get in. Let's say I'm gonna get next to this guy. See, there's a line right there. I need to use. I'm gonna use the shoulder method. Okay, so let's say my shoulder. If I pull up, my shoulder is that dash driver seat right there. Okay, that's the shoulder chest type of situation, right? And then that is that line, and I want that line pointing at my front drive axle, you see? But that line is not pointing at my front drive axle because the lanes are narrow. But if I pull up right there, now I'm kind of at where I want to be. But I'm a little bit further than him, but the lines are narrow, see? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start rolling. Get your wheel cranked. I'm going to start rolling, and I'm looking in my mirrors and see if I can see that. Watch this guy get mad at me. There's the first gear. Don't stop rolling. And then look at this guy, man. Look at this guy. He ain't even gonna look at me. He ain't gonna look at me because he know he's stuck on crazy. Yeah. Look at me, man. Look at me. So he don't even want to look. He gonna blow his horn back. Man. All right, so you know I'm a better driver than him, so I can still get in there. I'm not gonna be able to get in the one that I wanted to get in, but I'm gonna get in there because Mr. Hornblower over there, you know, that's how he rolls. Look at it. I'm gonna get in the lane I want right there. Watch the T-Dog. Pull up a little bit. I can go a little bit more. There we go. And let's get in there. I'm gonna lose my end of my trailer, but I'm okay. I'm okay. He's still blowing his horn at me. He's still blowing his horn at me. Hey, man, I need you. Look at that. Look at all that he done blocked up.
Cause he won't go around.
Yeah. He saw me backing. You know what the problem was? The problem was I didn't have my flashers on, okay? He needs to see flashers on, not a 70-foot articulating 18-wheel in front of him in his way. That wasn't what he needed. He needed me to have flashers going. That way he'll know that I'm backing. You're crazy. So I didn't get to demonstrate the back quite like I wanted to because old guy there was in the way. But you know what? We'll have another day. We can do it again, and we will. Today is just our initial episode. Okay, so we'll get her done. You know, we'll also take road trips, stuff like that. And if you guys are about to break, if you guys are simulator drivers, we're gonna start a Saturday night cruise, and it'll be for. Now, I will say, my goal is to do that for Melton drivers up front. And so I do want to do this as a flatbed show, but we're going to start getting other people in it as well. If you guys do this and you do convoys, you know what I mean by that. I'm not just trying to, be extra biased or anything. But in order for me to in order for you to do a convoy mode like that, you have to let everybody know what you have as far as mods and all that kind of stuff, and and then when the person gets in there, somebody can screw it up. They just run through and wreck everybody out. A lot of stupid stuff can happen. Okay, so this is a learning environment, so we just don't want to turn it into poopy. Okay, so this is kind of about what to expect. A little bit of demonstrating on some things on the Saturday night show. And again, there he is over there chilling. We're going to demonstrate all of it, different backing. And again, in his truck, it's like in my truck where you can see things in the mirrors. Like you was able to see doing that back, you was able to see in my mirror where my landing gears came into play. And then I just turned again. Had that truck not been in, that AI driver was not there, you would have been able to see me go to this mirror at the convex and then see my landing gears come in. And then that's when I would have stopped, and I would have been in a pivot position to go right in the spot that I'm in right now, rather than having to jackknife it and come back. If I was in a drive-in, I could have pushed that in fairly easily, but this, believe it or not, this simulator will drive a spread axle trailer different than it's going to drive a drive-in trailer. If I switch trailers in a simulator, the drive-in is going to drive different. I could have jackknifed that trailer in here, but this one will not do it because it's a spread axle trailer. It's coded to behave like a spread axle trailer. So, guys, I hope you have a good reference on what we're gonna be going forward with on Friday nights. Okay, again, learning an environment. We're gonna do bags. We're gonna do turning, scales, lane changing, lane maneuvers, traffic work, all of that. Everything that I work with my student during the week. You guys are gonna see that. Okay, you're gonna see it. Let's do it during the week, and then you're gonna see us come here and demonstrate while we're driving. Today, our producer isn't posting questions and stuff like that, but on Fridays, this will be you guys' opportunity to ask these questions. Okay, you can't ask me questions live on a pre-recorded video, so this is the opportunity for you guys to interact with me and interact with my student and ask questions about policies, procedures, things that you may have questions with if you're a Melton driver. And then someone one of the moderators in the live stream will be able to answer that right away. Remember when I was telling everybody, hey, this is going to be a very interactive type of channel moving forward. This is what I mean. You guys will be able to get immediate answers online, live, right here. And then eventually, it's coming. Eventually, we will get to a point where all of the UBS can convoy together on a maybe once a month. We can set up a date, and then we can all drive together, and we can talk. We can answer each other's questions. All this good stuff. Okay, we have a little fun. So I'm gonna meet you guys back at the Knights table. We're gonna close our show out down here, and listen to me rumble my mouth a little bit longer. So I'll see you when I get downstairs. Okay, he's ready for us. Everybody 50 plus here, coming to you with a PSA. Hey, are you tired? Are you sick and tired of that job you have? Well, you're supposed to be tired and sick and tired of it. It's a job. You're probably a grown man and you need a career. How about a career in truck driving, huh? I know you probably played with those trucks when you were a kid, but now it's time to really play with them. Have a good time, man. You come out here and start driving these big trucks and live your dream. If you would like to do it doing flatbed, why don't you give Melton a call? Down below, I have a link. Somebody will reach right out to you. All you have to do is click that link, fill out a little information, and wait for somebody to get back with you. And I'm fairly certain it'll be pretty quick. I'm also certain that you're going to enjoy yourself. Live the dreams that you only dreamt of when you were a kid and only wished you could while you was working that job you hate. Come on. Dump that job. Come get a career. Melton Truck Lines. Hey everybody, 50 plus here. So you guys know I'm a regional driver. That means I'm home on the weekends. So during the week when I notice that I'm short on tools, maybe something breaks, I need more edge protectors, things of that nature, I go to myte.com, myte.com, and then I order what I want. And when I'm home on the weekends, guess what? We got a prize for us. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got from myte.com. We have strap winders. I actually bought 4 of them. So I can have some extras. And we have edge protectors. If you guys want to have your products delivered, just call myte.com. And when you get home, the products that you need will be there waiting on you. myte.com, myte.com. For any of your flatbed. All right, everybody. Do appreciate each and every one of you for hanging in there and into a glimpse of what to expect on this show. Okay, again, you guys are gonna have a big part of this. Hey, C. Coop, brother, asked a question. He says, what kind of game was I playing up there? That's a truck simulator. The game is called American Truck Simulator, but it does really, really well. And I when I started messing with it, I realized that it could be a very good training tool. So you don't have to have, rigs like I have. You can actually do that on with a laptop. Okay. In fact, when we do the drive, most of the guys, they don't have a rig like that in their truck, so they're gonna be using their laptop, and when you can drive along with me on that one. Okay. So when that time comes, it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I just want to build a community where we can share truth, share knowledge, and just keep in mind that this channel is a rookie channel, and the information that we're giving, it could shape somebody's career. Okay, we need to be respectful with that and be truthful with that and give out some really useful information for them. Okay, so that's the goal behind this whole thing, and the simulator is only a part of that. My goal is to try to get you guys as close to his position as you can get, and get somebody who genuinely cares that you succeed. Okay. Remember what I told you? I said, you don't fail without me failing, right? If you fail, I fail. Okay. Because if you're not successful, it's because I didn't give you everything you needed to get there. In some way, shape, or form, I should need to figure out a way to make sure that you got what it takes. Okay. And so the simulator part of it is, is just another part of it, just like, if you were having trouble backing, I can send a drone. I have a drone. I send a drone up, and then you get a bird's eye view of watching yourself back in, and you guys will see those things. So whenever, we're doing bracking practices and all these things, I have several cameras in the truck. So next week you're going to start seeing a little bit different views of the of us riding in the truck and doing our maneuvers and picking up loads and securement and all that kind of stuff. We got a bunch of cameras in that truck, don't we? Yeah. So you guys are going to be able to see a lot of what's going on. And again, the goal is to put you guys, in his shoes so you can learn as much as you can. So the weekly videos is only the meat and bones of what we're going to do on Friday nights, which is to sum it up. And every weekend we're going to get in that in those simulators in the trucks, and then we're going to demonstrate what we worked on all week long. So, C. Cooper, I hope, brother, that you are. That you are, on board with it, and that you'll join us here each Friday night. Guys, share. And I see a lot of thumbs up, man, and I just can't tell you how much that means when you hit that thumbs up button. It's a big thing. You'd be surprised, man. Watch videos, okay? Just do this. Watch videos and look at the views, and there'll be, 500,000 views, and then look at the thumbs up, and there might be 3,000. So all those other people enjoyed this person's labor and enjoyed their content, didn't even think enough to just push that little button. It takes no effort, and it costs no money. But for that person, when they see all the views, it makes you feel like, wow, man, I can't believe how so many people are affected by, what I'm doing, and it feels good. But when they appreciate it, that makes you feel a total different level. Okay. And not only that, the YouTube algorithms, any social media algorithms, when you do that, they say, well, maybe this guy just didn't, full of crap, Have y'all noticed that I ain't been talking nasty? Don't worry. This is just the pilot. I'm trying to bait everybody in. And then I'm gonna start talking real crazy. Don't worry, it's coming. So, what do you think, brother? You think you're gonna be flatbedder for the next 30 years?
For the next 30, I don't know. God willing, I can,
30 days.
year first.
Yeah, I get it. Hey, so Smith Trucking. Hey, Smith, what's up, brother? I hope everything's going well, and I appreciate you. I truly do. Who else is in here before I shut down? David. David said he's selling my mic is off, but I hope David that you're getting some. You was able to hear me run my mouth. It's odd because I can hear it. I can hear my mic in my ear. And let me tell y'all a little bit before I get off here. Listen, and Nathan is one. He knows for sure that I've been talking about doing something new, doing something big. Okay, and so it's been a while, right, bro? You sit here, you look around. You guys can't see what he see, but you can imagine why it takes so long. Listen. It's a lot involved, way more than I thought. So I would I was okay. Blue nice table. I used to get a blue table, so I got this desk, right? Oh, bro, way more than you might think. It's not just you don't go to Home Depot and get this. That's not how it works. Like, God, it's crazy, man. So then, the next thing is, I honestly thought, listen, I'm going to shoot the whole thing with iPhones, okay? And people do actual movies with iPhones, right? And it because it looks, the videos and things look really, really, really good, okay? Until I found out that really don't work on this type of platform. It will work with if you were just recording, but we're not recording, okay? We're shooting live, okay? So that didn't work. So now let me get cameras. So, bro, after about 6 G's on cameras, and then realize I lied. I did this. I'm telling you. I realized after I bought the cameras and set everything up that I didn't buy the cameras with clean HDMI outs. So that means all the cameras had these little squares. So when you take a picture with like a DSLR or something, it's got the little frame. Yeah, the whole thing it had little frames in it though. And I was like, oh shit. So then I had to convince these people to take these cameras back and sell me something I could use. Okay, so each step was a learning experience. Finally, I said, okay, you know what? I'm sick of bumping my head. I'm going to have to hire somebody. I'm going to have to pay a consultant to tell me hey man, how do you make a podcast room? And they was like, oh yeah, you could use iPhones. I'm like, dude, you're the wrong person. I don't need to talk to you because I just did it. But what I didn't tell him though, to be honest with you, I didn't tell him, what I was trying to do, that this was going to be live is different. Okay. Can you go live on YouTube? Yes. With an iPhone? Yes. But you can't go live on YouTube with 2 iPhones unless you do something totally different. You got even StreamYard, you can't. I tried it, so I know it don't work, okay? You got to do this whole different thing. So, then we have to get a producer to run all of the equipment. It was a journey. Hear me? It's not what you may think. And if we just sat here and dialogued, that's only, that's easy. Most podcasts are this way, even if they was live, right? It's just them sitting there. Change scenes. change scenes like when we changed, went to a different room, went to the truck room, bro. That adds a whole different scenario. When I said that, the guy was like, "I think you need to talk to somebody else." He knew it. He knew it. Said, "Yeah, I don't think I can help you with that." It ain't. It's been a journey, but we are here now. Okay, so just think about that. All that crap 50 went through to make this happen. I'm glad you guys are here. And so the simple thumbs up and a subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I promise you, I'm not gonna blow your inbox up with garbage. I'm gonna try to do something that's worth your while. And again, guys, thank you all for hanging there. So we got 5 in here now. So I think I missed. If you're in here and I hadn't at least said hi to you, I can do that now because it's only a handful of you guys. But in a couple of weeks, when it's like 50 on here, and then the next week there's like 100 on here, might have some issues. Anybody say hi to all of y'all. Anyways, I do appreciate you guys hanging in there. Any last words?
All praise to the Most High.
There you go.
Having us be here.
There you go. I appreciate those. Okay. Guys, until I see you again, deliver undistracted. See you next Friday.